Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up, people? Happy Wednesday. Life with Brandon. How's it going? How's it going with you, King Doug? What's up? Why you quiet on me? How's it going over there?
Oh, my fault, brother. I was trying to make sure we all got you know what I'm saying? Everything is in order. Pardon me. Pardon me. Get in
No
comfortability
problem.
mode right quick.
No,
Pardon me.
no problem. Happy
How you
Wednesday.
doing today,
Happy
brother?
Wednesday. I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. I can't complain. It's a momentous day today. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that, of course. So
Yes,
this
sir.
kind this kind of in that zone today. How you feeling, man? What you got going on today? What we
I'm feeling
celebrating
good.
today, brother?
I'm feeling good. Today was a great day. Had a great weekend. It ain't really do nothing but chill, but it was still a good weekend.
Most definitely. What you get into?
Man, literally nothing.
I
I
mean,
watched
that's all you really gotta
TV.
do though. Is chill.
I watched TV. I slept. Now I did eat good this Sunday though. I did do that. Now I had a Sunday dinner. That we ate good this Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
I
must.
participated. It was good. Sunday was good. Actually, Sunday and Monday. I looked up. I got Sunday meal and a Monday meal. Like man, you know.
It's all good. I ain't gonna hold it against you. You ain't share with me, brother.
I know, man. I never rule. This rule not to share.
Sharing is caring, brother. We learned that in kindergarten.
In kindergarten, okay. What did you do the weekend?
Weekend. Basically, I just got everything organized in the house. Girl, my wife. I made putting the final touches on my basically premiere adult album. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
my premiere as myself. So
okay.
I'm
The
working on
premiere,
that, but that's in the dungeon in the back cave.
okay, the premiere adult album. Okay, well, I can't wait till that premiere adult album come out. I'm ready for it. By the way, I got a
You'll
chance
get
to
what I
listen to
mean
some of
when
your
you hear the
stuff.
content.
Oh yeah,
What you think
I
thus
got a
far
chance
though?
to listen to some of your stuff when I was in the car. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I hear. Like, what
Pardon,
was that song? If
pardon
you
me.
ain't down, it,
Pardon
you
me.
ain't, if you ain't down for me, you in the way, something like that. I was like, wait, okay. I said,
Which one?
okay. I was like, if you ain't
I'm
down
trying
for
to
me, you
think.
in the
Oh yeah,
way.
yeah. Safe. Nah, nigga, I'm cool. I'm straight. Real
Yes.
salmon niggas up for play. Yeah, I know. Nothing fancy, just the iPhone 8 and the A. The nerves of them
Right.
to be so
That
petty. An
one.
iPhone 8 and the A.
Right. That
Shame on you.
one.
Yeah, safe
I thought that had a
is one of
good
my babies.
flow.
You like that one right there? All right.
I like
I
that one.
make
You said that
sure.
was one of your babies.
Yeah. Cause like that was in the crux of a very trying time, and that's my expression of what others exude, though they call themselves real niggas. I don't get it.
Gotcha.
I see in
I
retina
gotcha.
display, and for some reason I never seem to see that. That's
Okay.
no me. I live on the 5th floor. That's it.
That's it. These five flood, that's it. Said it again.
That's it.
Oh my goodness. Well,
That
I'm glad.
that's no me. I live
That's
on the
not me.
5th floor. That's it. Yeah, man. But I just be staying out the way for now. Cause
For
when I do
now.
hit him with the AD LeBron 1-2 punch, I'm gonna leave out with my championship.
All right now.
So
So that's what we want, that championship. So
yeah,
look,
man.
y'all, Courtney, aka King Dub, I have had a good time working with him up to this point.
Appreciate you, brother.
Give a little backlog before we go into the meat of the show tonight. His wife was actually a client of mine. That's what I gotta say. It's me, Kingdom. His wife was a client. And I was their client for like a couple of years. And one day I put in a phone call for some other work. Like, hey, can you know somebody that can do this? They was like, oh, that's what I do for real. Oh, so you hiding secrets and businesses over here that you holding on to. So I hired his wife as a contractor. So we put it together. We had a conversation, and when I tell you, couldn't have been nothing better. Like he fit exactly what was going on. As most of y'all know, especially who watch my show, this month is October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm
Absolutely.
interviewing women and, of course, men of anyone that's been affected by breast cancer, whether you are surviving breast cancer, caregiver to someone that has gone through breast cancer. And I got a chance to sit down and have a talk with them and just him being so honest and open and real. And I don't even know him like that. I appreciate that. So I definitely want to bring him on the show for you all to share. I mean, for him to share his story with you all, for you all
Cool.
to listen, understand, ask us questions, because at the end of the day, that's what it's going to be about. That's how we're going to learn. That's how we're going to grow and take it from there.
Absolutely.
So thank you again. But so y'all got to give an introduction to him. Got to give it to him before we get into it, so y'all know a little bit about Courtney Prescott, mainly known as King Dove throughout the southern region. Now let me just pause right now. Mainly known as King Dove throughout the southern region. So how long you been out here taking over the South like that, the southern region? Now you from up north, so what's considered South to you?
From Virginia, really, because that's where I would see before I became this poised young gentleman. You see before you.
Okay.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Gotcha.
Before I got here, I really was a huge troublemaker, and I had very little sense. Although my brain has always been on a
Okay.
thousand. You know when Jay-Z said, next time you see the homie in his rim spin, no, my mind is
Just
working
like
just
them.
like them. The rims
Mm-hmm.
that is, that was he must have been talking about me.
Ah,
He had to
talking
be.
about
Because that's just how life
you.
goes for
Okay.
me. But after my troublemaking days were over, like as I was
Okay.
quitting, it caught up to me, and basically for about the last 10, 11 straight years, I was trapped here, reconciling with my wrongdoings. That's the way I prefer
Uh,
it.
that's the way you put that. Okay.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Extensive vocabularies out here only.
Right. You know
but
what?
uh,
You
but no,
full of shit.
in,
Full of
in all
shit.
in all reality, I what? Full of what? No, I'm stop playing with you. But nah, on the real, after I really concluded my troublemaking days when my beautiful daughter was born. I
Okay.
have four beautiful kids, three girls and a boy, and my oldest is a girl, and she was just my trooper, my warrior, and they all have been so, But that was when I realized like there's something bigger than myself out here.
Out here.
It's
That's
good, but that's when it was personified for me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And
So you
that's what led to me deciding to take over this. Adds up.
okay. That works. That works. Okay. So now, you already talked about raising your daughter, so you cover the kids aspect.
Yeah,
Born in
little
Long
knuckleheads and
Island,
kissing
raised
faces right now.
raised back and forth between Brooklyn and Long Island.
Yeah.
So I call that rough life. Yeah, that rough life. I ain't no disrespect. Well, I've been up there a couple times. I enjoyed. I had fun, but y'all ain't nothing to play with. Y'all be like, shit, let's get it.
I mean, we get busy. I mean, that's the thing is like that's regular though. Like we get busy up there.
Yeah, y'all do. I was like, damn, don't
Just
nobody
how
stop.
it
They
is
just like,
regular.
hey, nobody stop. Anyway, let me finish your
Yeah,
intro so
like
we
that's
can
the
get in
thing.
the
Like
show.
down here, everybody's like, hey,
Right. Y'all just be
yeah. New York, we keep going. Yeah. Yep.
y'all keep going. So yeah, that was a little bit of a shock for me. They were like, who is this nigga speaking? Who is he? Why is he speaking to us? I quickly adjust. Right. Better known as King to life for Brandon. Yeah.
Appreciate you for having me, my brother. I appreciate you for.
No problem. No problem at all. One quick thing before we get started. Um, we are
Absolutely.
live. Hey to my fans. Hey Jasmine. Thank you for checking in with me. I need to make sure we're good. I heard a little feedback, so I just want to make sure we're good before we get into your story because your story is important to us.
Absolutely. You can hear me clearly now?
So it was more sound like maybe it's kind of go in and out, but I want to make sure it was good before I go any further.
All right, we
In the
seem
first
like
because we
we
kind of
on
going in
time
and
now,
out.
right?
Yeah, so like we in
Yeah,
there.
there we go. We in there like swimwear. You heard?
Okay, there we go. All right, people, y'all know this live. We got to make sure the technical stuff happen. Got to make sure we good.
Yeah. Hey man, we gonna roll with the punches. Our background conversation.
Right.
We in there, family. I got you.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So today's topic is breast cancer, a family affair. That's today's topic, and today's topic is very dear and special to my guest. He have had a family history of breast cancer. He's going to share his story with us today, y'all. And I need y'all to sit back and listen and just learn and watch him share his story. And if you got questions, post them in the box. Post them online. We'll be more than happy to answer as many of them as we can. So let me set the scene up for y'all. I'm gonna call him Courtney right now. We're gonna start with Courtney.
That's all right, brother. I'm gonna let you get that for today.
Courtney, tell us about grandmother. And before I go to having to tell us about grandmother, I'm gonna give y'all a backstory of grandmother. Grandmother is from the island. Grandmother raised 2 generations of families. She's a strong woman. But grandmama got diagnosed with brain cancer and then later on got diagnosed with breast cancer. And the brain cancer was aggravating the breast cancer. So tell us about how was grandmama? Who was she? What did she mean to you? What she meant to the community? Because to raise 2 generations, that's love.
Grandma will bust your ass and love you all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like the only woman the only person I ever knew whose one finger was more deadly than any belt, any wet whipping, any wire hanger. Like that, it always came with like a purity of love. She was the glue to a lot of pieces in our community, and it showed when she passed, as far as when her weight came, her viewing came, and things like that.
Okay.
You ever just kind of take that moment, just kind of, even if you don't directly look at the sun, you just kind of admire in the peripheral, like them. It made me feel good. I feel vibrant. I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready for today. Like you just soak that melanin in right quick. That's what grandma's life energy was like at all times.
Wow.
because it was from the soul,
So
like, and it was like a
from the
constant
soul.
state of it,
Okay.
you
So
know.
from the soul, so hearing that, that puts me in the mind of she got a lot of neighborhood kids, I would say. I mean, a lot
A,
of people.
a lot. She had other county neighborhood kids. She had other country neighborhood kids. My grandmother sent $30,000 worth of things in barrels overseas to our family so that they can experience what we experience. You know what I'm saying? Between her and my
Wow.
grandfather, they'll pack it up for months at a time. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
that you couldn't have beef on our block because for not for too long at least, you know what I'm saying? A couple fights might happen, then she's coming to your parents' door, or they gonna come over there at some point because the respect was like that. You know what I'm saying? There's
Wow.
many a time that should have been expelled from school, and they're just like, Miss Prescott, come up here and get your grandson. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's kind of like a juke move.
Right.
Thanks, grandma. Okay, I won't get in trouble again.
Wow. Okay, so grandma just your all around good person, fun to be around. She made everything better.
Yeah.
We call grandmama, she gonna know exactly what to say, what to do to make it right, make it better.
Yeah.
All right, so as life begins to go
Yeah,
on with
or she
you,
might offended.
oh, you know,
Nah, shoot, grandma was a thug. Like if you wonder why I have the appearance of such, grandma gave it to me. This is like genetically inherited.
wow, grandma didn't play. She'll love your kid. It didn't even matter whichever one you asked for that day.
Man, sure,
She
Bruce
would
Lee
give
knows
it.
touch right fast and raise that leg up over your head, brother. Gotta be careful, grandma. Grandma Thundercat.
Grandma didn't play. Okay, okay,
What?
grandmama. I see. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So, tell me more. So, grandma was in what part of New
Well, she
York?
started off
Brooklyn,
in
Long
Brooklyn,
Island.
you know, her and my way out to Long Island. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And after we were there, we wound up like with my mom and all of that. Of course, you know the birds gonna leave the nest, and we went to mom took us to auntie's house in Brooklyn for a while. We hit the islands, came back to Brooklyn, then back to Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Like so grandma was stationed at this point throughout most of my life in Long Island,
Okay. In Long
but
Island. Okay,
we
gotcha.
bounced between. Yeah,
You bounce between. Okay. Now with grandmama raising two generation of kids.
yeah.
Now I know were there. I don't want to say tension, but that's a lot. That's a lot. So did everybody get along in grandma's house, or
I
having
mean,
that many kids that always want like, no, this is my way. I'm not doing it your way. Fuck it, I'm going.
see, yeah, see, that's kind of how it was. It like the way it happened is that my mom had the same set of children that my grandmother had. She had three boys and a girl, right?
Oh
And my
wow.
grandmother had three
Okay.
boys and a girl. But see, the difference was that with my mother, as the girl, she was least favored. You know what I'm saying? She was least favored. So and
Ah,
not only that, but I'm saying like you know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? You seen when
of
Mike Epps is
course.
talking about Jaquita wants our back to a bitch. Well, buy your own damn tampons and all of that. You know that mom daughter
Right.
headbutt joint that happens
Right.
after a while, and that it just lasted longer than it should have. And you know when that path finally did cross, the harmony was just so beautiful. And like mostly it was after we were born where she just seen my mom turn into that like the full-fledged warrior she had to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean the boys, my grandma was a root, mind you. You know what I'm saying? My
Mhm.
uncle broke his arm one time, and my mom tells my mom and my uncle tell me, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I told you don't go do whatever you did. You don't walk your ass to the hospital. Thug life." And
Yeah,
what you think
grandma
he
was
did?
true thug
It's
life.
not a joke, bro. Grandma was yeah, like you gonna you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to live with whatever it is that you decide that you want to do out of decisions that I give you and options I give you and what you decide for yourself. But you're gonna live with it though. You're gonna walk in them
Yes.
shoes.
But
So you know,
You
and that tough exterior was passed on to my mom, and my mom,
okay?
you know, she raised warriors over in all of us. You know what I'm
And not
saying?
all of you.
Yeah,
So that's good. So grandma had a great upbringing in your life, passed it on
great
down.
lasting effect.
Right. So that's good. That is good. So now you are, I'm gonna say, you know, you're an adult now. We're gonna move forward to you being an adult. You're an adult
Mhm.
and you live in
Yes, sir.
life. When did you learn that grandmother got diagnosed with breast cancer and I mean with brain cancer first and then breast cancer? When did you learn of that?
When Superstorm Sandy hit,
Okay.
and the house flooded and all of that, I think my grandmother passed out. I don't really remember. It all happened really, really fast at that time. The only thing I
Okay.
remember was it was just like a red alert in my mom. It was like grandma's in trouble, grandma is in the hospital, and there's something. Nobody knew what the something
Mm,
was. So we just go ahead and we got out there. Me, mom, and everybody else jumped in the car. And we took that
hmm.
drive right fast. You know what I'm saying? So we could have everything ready. Like we need the move. We got the whip. We good. And we got
Right.
out there and like, yo, she has brain cancer. She has a tumor here.
Whoa.
You know, and it started off being at a point where it was, you know, and like honestly, I really didn't. It was so surreal to me, and I went into such a dark place. It was just a lot of the details at this point like are so blurred. All I could really remember is that like at that time after we found out it was like a fast forward kind of like a autopilot mode, and next thing you know we're in New York, and you know
Okay.
we're at the doctors every day, and you know it was just like I kind of pressed play in the middle of it. Like, yo, hold on. Like when Doctor Strange come back to his body, it's like it was like that. It was like, oh, hold on.
How I got
What
here?
the
Like, wait a minute. When did this happen? Like, wait.
yeah.
I'm just here. Okay.
And it was just like this mode that we were all in. And the irony of it all is that after all the head button that mom did, is that mom came through and showed her wings and showed the angelic touch that she had. And honestly, like it was just such a beautiful thing to see, and she was just so happy for us to be there. You know what I mean? Like when we came, she was like, "Oh, the kids are here." Like you know how you know the grandmas have. Oh yeah, yeah. My daughter's kids, my son's kids.
Kids.
And then certain one certain child's children are the kids. We were the
Children
kids.
were kids. Right.
Yeah, you know, we were the the kids are
Gotcha.
here. So when we showed up, like as a
Ah,
whole, you know, and shout out to my mom's husband, my mom's, they can explain that. Poppy, we love you, and we greatly, and I gotta tell him like it was my stepfather, and I mean, between him, my that's my father in general. Like, throughout my whole, we I didn't realize he got older and until I
okay.
got older, you know, like I'm going to his birthday party on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We're in a
Right.
beautiful place now. But back then, oh, it was like Aries and whatever other
It
what
was
was it Athena he beef with,
full
but I'm
on
not Athena
war.
though. Yeah,
It was a
nah.
full on war ready
You
for
feel me?
battle.
Like
Wow.
straight up. And
So,
but when it came down to it, Holmes was like, hey, look, truce. We got to get grandma
right,
right.
we got to get grandma
You know
right.
what I'm
He
saying?
knew when
And
the
it
family,
was so
and
beautiful.
that's
I agree. I
and
get respect
truly
to it.
that's what family is. That's
Yeah,
definitely what family is. We can come
that's when you
together.
find out.
All right, we at war. Hey, we come together, and that showed the maturity side of him as well, being a father.
Absolutely.
And then, I mean, let's be realistic. You was a male growing up. We all are both males, so we know at a certain age we want to run our own shit.
Yeah, I'm bucking back. Yo,
Right, you
it's
bucking
goody.
back. Right, you bucking back. So it's like, so he was that man. He recognized what it was going through, but he was like, shit. He'll see sooner or later. He stuck it out, came through as a family, helped grandmama during that time. So let me ask you this. So now that you find out this
Yeah, all
information,
us.
and now we find out this information, grandma got a tumor, and this is what's going on. When grandmama got ready to take her final transition, were you all still in the city,
Mhm.
or tell us about that?
She she was at the hospice from that you go to from Emory Midtown,
Okay. Emory Midtown, okay, the hospice in Emory Midtown. Okay.
and she was so cute. I wasn't there that day because I went into I literally turned into Batman. That's really why I adopted the whole Bruce Wayne Batman thing was around that time
Was
because I
around that
turned into
time.
Batman.
Okay.
I was in Batman mode. And I'm not gonna disclose what type of Robin Hood antics I was on, but yeah, just be happy Bruce Wayne's here today. But grandma, her final transition, her second to last day or second to last visit. Hold on, she cracking jokes on her deathbed. Like she was like that. Man,
Really?
listen, this the woman went down swinging.
Wow.
She went down swinging.
She
I'm
went
not.
down swing. She
That was grandma. She was like,
wow.
I'm not going. Like I'm telling you, I said thug life, right? That's grandma. I'm telling you.
You said thug like grandma was the truth of like so even on her
Hey,
deathbed. Wow.
she put death on hold. Who does that? She
Wow.
had death on call waiting. Like, hold on, I got a couple more sentences to
She
say. I got
got a
some more
couple more
jokes.
jokes and to
Yeah,
say, wow.
come on, man.
Grandma that thug like she like look. Don't cry for me. She telling jokes. Okay,
I'm
grandma.
telling you. I'm trying to tell you. And
Grandma
it was.
went out just the way she
She said,
was.
"Don't cry for Argentina." Everybody boo-hooing.
Mm.
Yeah, facts, and it's crazy because several times before that, my mom had said that she had like when she was by herself, she had tried to disappear. Like she had tried to just, I ain't nobody here because she already knows. She knew my mom couldn't take that. Just listen
She
to me. I'm talking about breakfast, lunch, dinner. We invented a supper for her. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like, yo, you're gonna have
wow.
supper. You're gonna be healthy. What I'm saying? She loves her
Be
peanut butter and
healthy,
bread, her
right.
tea, her orange juice, her apple slices. Listen, we got busy for grandma. Period. Period. And it wasn't
Wow.
like how like they're like old folks could be. Listen, that wasn't no old folks. That was our best friend. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Like to this day, my mom still plays Don't Speak, and I watch it. I watch it. It's in her soul that she felt like there was so much more she could have did, and
She
she
could
don't
have
even
did.
understand how. Like grandma would talk to me because I would make the meals all the time. I make the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner. I bring it over there, and she would actually just sit there and just kind of prep me because it was like I had to be there.
You had
I
to
had
be
to I
there.
had to I was the runner. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind.
Right.
You saying the oldest male? I was the runner. I don't even mind for grandma. Listen, I'll be the doja. I don't care. I'll be the janitor for grandma
Right.
anytime.
For
And that's
grandma.
that's what that is.
Okay.
So it
So
was a
now,
beautiful time.
and I'm sure your grandmother definitely appreciates you because she got a chance to see you grow up and she appreciated everything you did while she was alive to see it and enjoy the moment and say, you know what, I did a good job with him. Help
She told
help
me
a
that
helping
every
hand
time she could.
raising. She did a good job. So she got a chance to really see. So now I'm gonna go a little deep on you a little bit. Now grandmother has made her final transition.
Yeah.
How did Corey? I'm sorry. How did Courtney? How did Courtney deal with that? Or has Courtney even dealt with that?
I mean, she prepped me for it, and
Mm,
because of that, I kind like she did it the same way she used to teach me in class and in school or with my homework to help me learn. She had me emulating the situation. She just kept telling me, she'd be like, she called me palm tree because I got so
okay.
tall out of nowhere. Like I'm
Oh
almost
wow.
6'6", like I'm 6'5" and some change. So
Okay.
she'll just lean over. Sometimes we watch this Family Feud or we'll watch Wheel of Fortune, whatever we sit down and spend some time and do.
Mm,
Those are her joints though, all day long. We just sit there, we be in there. Drew Carey with the what is that, Wheel of Fortune? Oh, what is that? I forgot. The Price is Right. The Price
Price
is
is
Right
right.
and Family Feud all day long. And yeah, she'll lean over and be like, you're gonna have to be the rock. You have to be strong for everybody, right? I'm like, come on, grandma, let's don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's like, no, but we gotta talk. We have to talk about this. It's gonna come. And she was just so chill about it. Like it wasn't like it was like like the way she was so chill was eerie at all times, but she just kind of just kept
She just
coming and coming.
coming
You
at
know
you,
what I'm saying? The emulation just kept happening.
happening.
So yeah, so
So
and
she,
she just
so she
say
prepped
again.
you mentally. She prepped you
Yeah,
mentally for it, and was able
and emotion,
for you to handle it. Wait a minute, say that last part again.
and she got her last hoorah too because I said, and she got her last hoorah too because some odd
Oh,
lady at her wake just started singing this weird odd song and was calling her weird odd names that we've never heard of before. And I don't even know who this woman was. My mom didn't know who it was, and it was, it's my grandmother's viewing. I still have the pictures from the day, but me, my
wow.
mom, my sister, and even my aunt, we were all so appalled that we literally in the pews laughing. Grandma gave us her
She
last
gave her
laugh right
last
fast.
laugh. Grandma was like, I'm still in control of
And
y'all.
I'm telling
She was like,
yo,
I got this kind of um
and the irony of it all is even look at her laughing at us
today.
again today.
Yeah.
Today is the day that she passed
Wow.
7 years ago.
10-14. 10-14. 7. Wow. 10-14.
Seven
Today of the
fourteen.
show. Grandmother passed away 7 years ago. Wow. Happy heavenly anniversary,
The
grandmother.
irony of that lady. And we
Wow.
both. And what's crazy? We didn't even catch it until a little while ago. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
it's just wild how she works.
I see you, grandma. Grandma, you still
The
out here
irony, right?
working.
And we
Cause
I'm telling you, she's still out here thugging.
why?
She's
Because now you got me thinking because this was like totally not playing until
yeah,
I
you
go.
feel me? She's still out here thugging, man. Listen, you better give grandma her bandana, her 6'4".
Okay, cuz she
You
is
feel
working.
me?
Okay, grandmama, I see you. I see you. I know grandmama do miracle things because I got my transplant on my grandmother's birthday. So I believe grandma still be doing stuff. I truly believe that. So yes. So
Hey
now
man,
that
listen. They, they be thugging from another side.
from the other side. So now that okay, so now grandma has made a lasting impression on everybody. She still has her way. You still feel the grandma presence throughout life. You living life, and you going through. You trying to build your business, build your brand, get your music career. And at the time, if I'm not mistaken, you was 21 when grandma passed, right?
2021, yeah, like in between that time.
Okay, 2021. So newly, quote unquote, legal adults. I know that I said legal. Parentheses.
If you say so, brother.
Right.
Numerically.
Numerically, right. That's all.
Numerically.
So you're living life and get yourself together, and then another bombshell come at you. You are now 29, 28,
28.
and you're 28, and then you just recently find out your mom has been diagnosed with breast cancer now. And so
Indeed, sir, that is very true.
when you hear this, what goes through your mind again? Like, what is this? What goes through what's happening in your mind again now?
Ah man. I don't even mean to be stuck, but in all reality, like, like I've been on a mission for a minute to just kind of hash out any and everything,
Hmm.
anything I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a child, you always got discrepancies with your
Hmm.
parents. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life is sometimes. And I
That's how
just
life is, right?
don't I want to know what it is, and anything that you might feel, anything that may be, sitting on her heart about me or for me. And I'm a child. I know she loves me, of course. But I just want her to be
Right.
free and be happy again. And I it's just blow after blow after blow for her in general. And it's honestly the saddest thing for me to see, because she like, you don't understand, from a youth, from a little youth, this woman has been amazing. Everything she put her hands on, she can make
Mm.
anything blossom. But and not only that, but she makes anything blossom being a rose out the concrete. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
And in all reality, it really does bother me, because I watch, just take advantage, knowing that that's really in her heart, and that's not really in his. So for all of these different things, and that's just one of several other, diagnoses that's recently happened.
This recently happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's put my mother into a
Wow.
fear space. You know what I'm saying? And all I want, my whole mission now, like, for me in general, I just want to see her free, and whether that's here with me, whether that's wherever that she feels the happiest, that she feels the freest.
Free
You
as
know
hell.
what I'm saying? Like, I just want to see her enjoy life again. I
Mm.
care about this point. Like, I it's just I've seen the result of other things involved in
Right.
these situations with a different combination.
Situations.
So it's kind of like, let's not even, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be at your most vibrant and not
Right.
be
It's
afraid to
not even
shine. Don't
like
worry about nobody else.
else.
I mean that.
Wow.
I mean that.
So being at 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So really with the 7 year difference between your grandmother and your mom, and having to go through what you with grandmother, and then now maybe possibly we don't know, um you may have to face reality again shortly, just depending on how things go. We're gonna pray and hope for the greater good. Things get better and mom can get her life back, and that's what we want. Um, you being 27 with 4 kids, you got a wife, and of
Okay.
course, I'm sorry. I just want to make you push you in your back. I want to give you a year earlier.
I
28.
mean, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I got my grown man bridges on today, brother.
Dang. Um, the wife and a family, you have a wife, you have a family, and to have to process this, um, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I commend you today just to be able to come on and willing to open to talk about it openly with us, and you being honest, being in that place to you haven't really quite processed, you haven't really quite did what you just want her to be in a happy place, whatever that may be. You're basically
Nah,
saying
people
you're ready
are,
for that. I'm sorry, say it again.
no, I
I'm
say,
sorry, say
yeah,
it.
happy
Oh,
to.
so whew, you got me kind of stuck over here for a minute. Well, I'm
Yeah, my
digesting. Yeah,
fault.
I'm digesting. Because I heard it from your point, like having to. It makes me think about certain situations. So, I haven't do that. So tell me this. Here's where I think you can help the audience and the viewers. What advice would you be willing to share with someone who's facing something similar to you? They got a parent that just been newly diagnosed and going through breast cancer or any type of cancer. It don't have to be breast cancer, but just going through any cancer or going through that process because it hits a lot of people family. And some people are able to
Absolutely.
get certain treatments, some are not. So, what advice could you give to that caregiver? Because you essentially were a caregiver to your grandmother,
Absolutely.
and then you will be a caregiver to your mom. So, what
Absolutely.
advice would you give to this caregiver that's in this situation?
to the caregiver, you gotta really understand it from a 360 spectrum. You can't look at it as a
Okay.
chore. It can't fit. It shouldn't feel like that. Number one, especially if this is your family, But
Right.
number two, if it begins to feel like that, you have to understand that in these scenarios, this person is slowly losing the ability to do whatever it is that we take for granted every single day,
Dang.
every these little single motions, and look and say, I watch her body move so stiffly, and I think to myself, hold on, we go play some basketball or something right fast and appreciate this right quick. It makes me so sad sometimes to see Auntie Francisca pass by. You know what I
Right.
mean? And even still, Auntie be having a little attitude, but you know what I'm saying, got a little toot on her sometimes. I appreciate, but ultimately, I just kind of bypass it. Like, all right, Auntie, all right, okay, Auntie, I love you though. So you know what I'm saying. That's what reigns above your little toot right now, player. You'll get over yourself in a moment
Right.
once you shuffle back to your room.
Shuffle your best go.
Yeah, cause he
So,
popping up on you like the boogeyman. I'd be like,
right.
Auntie, hello, good evening. What were you doing there in the shadows? Yeah,
So, I want to go back to something you said. You said about we have to be operate like 360. Define that when you say
understand.
understand the 360. Define that for my viewers, for the viewers.
See the way I'm regaining in like full like systematic operational, you know, application to my life right now, like breaking it down,
Okay.
no emotion attached, just looking at things in a full spectrum logically as to how people can feel this kind of way. And it seems like a
Hmm.
large process, but like when you really sit back with just logically thinking, damn, if what I said was taken this way, this way, this way, or this way, these are the ways that they could possibly feel. If one of those options are something that somebody winds up feeling, you have to be able to take into account that every single moment, every being, every object is relative. I can see you right now and think like, yo, we here, we locked and we connected. And you could look at it and be like, this is a 3.5. I wasn't really with it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's not,
Right.
that's not how I give it up. But ultimately, you have to look at it in a way that literally put yourself in the embodiment of that situation of being that person of
Situation.
possibly feeling things. Because if you can't put yourself there to feel that kind of way, you can never look at you'll never be able to step outside of that selfishness. You'll never be able to dedicate that
Mm.
100%.
Okay. You just taught me something.
Telling
That
you,
actually makes perfect
like
sense.
hopscotch.
I never.
It is for real, for real. Like
It
you might,
is for real. Yes. Yes.
but it's kind of a difficult process though, because you have to be able to either compartmentalize yourself to a degree, and really like look at the full spectrum of the timeline of this life in general.
Of life in
You know
general.
what I'm saying? Look at the magnitude that Jay-Z is as a person. And when you look back in 10,000 years, then if he keeps going, he might be a figure in the history books.
Right.
But in reality, 10,000 years from now, you know, what means something at that time, what means something at that time. If
Uh,
these things and people mean something to you, you got to look at it for what it is. If they shine on your timeline, is what matters. And keep making them shine as long as they can shine.
okay. All right. That's some great advice. That's some really good advice, and I appreciate that because right, it's being a caregiver is already a hard enough. Is a challenging position to be in
Yeah,
because it's time, it's emotion, it's energy,
yeah.
it's patience. And you gave a perfect example of sometimes having to put yourself in their shoes. If that was you, would you want somebody to once I can do everything and I can't? So let alone the mentalness that it plays that I can no longer get out the chair by myself.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like, why
can
don't you
no
go
longer put
sit
on socks
yourself
by
and sit in the
myself.
corner and
Right,
just sit there for a little while, wait for somebody to come change you? Because ain't nobody gonna come change your shitty grown ass. Get your ass up.
right.
And think about that. They can't do that.
They can't do that.
Or hop around with one if they got a broken leg around on one leg all day long. Go buy you
Right.
a crutch, go to the hospital, get you a donation, whatever, and you practice doing what they gotta do every single day. See how easy it is.
How easy it is. Right. That is
You
that
feel me?
is so true. That is so true. Things that we take for granted. Things that we take for granted and being able to that was great advice. And now, you know me, I'm finna go somewhere on you.
So, I already know it.
Now, I want even though you're a strong individual,
I appreciate you, brother.
I give you props, you're a strong individual. But we come from a community where mental health is not valued. We
Mm,
don't understand the value of mental health.
absolutely.
So, what would you say to the mental health of a caregiver? Because that's a lot. That is a lot. Having to jump in one body out of another, that is a lot. And eventually, if you don't take care of yourself, then you no longer can be able to provide for the person you're caring for. And that includes the mental health because with the mental health, that helps
Mhm.
equal patience. What would you say about that?
Well, uh, damn. What is on the? Oh, did we talk about this already? No, I'm kidding. But all jokes aside, the mental health portion of it, I'd be a hypocrite if I sat up here and tried to give advice on
Okay.
that.
Thank you for being
That's more like a
honest.
to be continued. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because like what it comes down to is I mean, in the moment of being a caregiver, like there's no really. I mean, honestly, unless you're just an asshole, there's no mental health that goes along with sides. Of course, dealing with the fact either the fact that they might be going, or that they are
Hmm.
going, or the opposite that they're gonna heal. They're gonna have to go through this long process. Now, throughout certain processes and certain people, like there's a certain family member that I have on one side of my family who's she's just like a devilish asshole, but she is sick, and people kind of push back from shunning her and cutting her off because they understand this is how she was before this. So
Hmm.
we're not even gonna keep on penalizing you while you deal with it, but now it can get a little bit more OD than before. You know what I'm saying? And like with
Right.
those kinds
Hmm.
of people, you gotta at a certain time you gotta know how much you really can do. But with people who really wanted that love, and who wanted that help,
Hmm.
and like they wanted to get away from the things that were enzymatic to this already negative entity that's inside of them.
Just
You know what I'm saying? Like when you see that, you see somebody wanting to help themselves and wanting that loves life and want to continue to love life, your spirit gonna speak. You know what I'm saying? Like the I can't like I said, I was an autopilot for a good little chunk of time. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, no, hold
right.
on, instinct. We're not discussing nothing. Let's go. Why are we here still?
Go.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So to come back to what the question was about the mental health of it, like I said, in the moment, it's not really it's more instinctive than anything if it's really like that for this individual.
Hmm.
If it's not, if I mean, more than likely you wouldn't if it wasn't that deep like that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But following it, different ball game. That's something that requires a different kind of inner peace that personally I'm honest enough to tell you I still haven't fully found yet. I found peace in so many beautiful things in life, from my family to my music to just my creative abilities that I see God bless me with. But there's other things like even relating to my grandmother's death or my aunt's death not too long after that, not even a year after that. My uncle Tyrone, who just passed from kidney failure in February earlier on this year.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like my little cousin Jordana, who just passed in December, that just passed the end of last year.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's other darknesses that embody spontaneous passings and these different combinations and these anomalies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's really a different kind of thing when you're sitting back and all you have is just you and these thoughts
You and the
and all of these
thoughts.
possible regrets and all these possible what ifs and that's individual to each individual. So I can't really speak to that. It's more so you have to know how
Okay.
strong you are.
Okay. I can
Feel
go
me?
with that. And thank you because different strokes for different people.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
I know everybody has to have a certain outlet to anything. There has to be a certain outlet. And listening, it sounds like you found what's working for now, and you're honest about where you are. I haven't heard from this quite yet, or other tragedies, or other situations that may have happened, but this is one of the outlets that I have. So I focus on this and other talents
Yeah,
that God has given me. So I appreciate the honesty and still showing a way where no, I haven't sat in a counsel or a therapist chair, but I do this, I do that, I work on this, whether
yeah,
it's putting headphones on or just going for a walk or whatever case may be, to let out, to think, to breathe.
yeah.
And
To
that's and
funnel
that's
out
another
some
good
of that
point.
negativity.
Right. And that's the very good point of it. And then when you have someone that, how you use another example, if someone has been, for lack of words, say, been a handful to deal with all their life, and of course, when the element come, it usually is becomes a little more worse. So usually it's
Yeah,
like learning to deal with it and say, okay, this is how much I can take. At this point, when it gets here, I need a break. I need to cut off. This is it for the day, or whatever.
that's
Knowing your
so.
limits.
Get some other relatives to help me. You don't see this?
Right.
That's how I was with that individual. I just backed up like, hey,
Right.
ain't that your mama? Get your mama. Get your mama.
Right. Okay. No one want to help, but like, look, this
Yeah,
too much.
man.
Not
Sometimes it
today.
be like
Not
that.
today. Not today. You know what?
And it's very rare though. It's very rare though.
It is. It is. All
Because
right.
most people in
One
that
last
situation
question.
appreciate like,
Right. One last question for the night, and I won't go too deep on you. It's just more of, I think now we're in one of the guests said, "What kind of music do you do, and where can you? Okay, you give us some live sample. Oh, they want a live sample.
oh,
Okay. Oh, okay.
me.
Yes, they said
Um,
kind of music you
I
do,
can,
and can you give us
if
a
the connection's
live
stable enough, I
sample?
mean, I'll definitely give y'all a I do all different genres of music. Honestly, I've written I can't even tell you the different kinds I've written for jazz, neo soul. Of course, my base is hip hop and mostly my voice changed after a while. I got this. I used to have a Mickey Mouse voice,
Okay.
and I used to be, you know what I'm saying, be on that Jackson 5 wave, and then next thing you know, I woke up one day and sounded like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. I don't know what happened. I
You
don't
don't
know
know
what
what
happened.
happened.
So I had to adjust. So now I'm more like, a little bit on the like harmonizing as much as I can side. But I don't know how to explain. I ain't really trying to even explain myself as far as like explaining who I am. You have to break the anatomy down through my music, to be honest. But I literally
Okay.
do everything from like I said, hip hop. to jazz. I even have a partial rock song. Like it was inspired by Encore, the Linkin Park Jay-Z joint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I can definitely give you something live though. Uh, all I got on my mind is bars right now though, because I'm preparing for this battle. So y'all gotta forgive me.
Okay, give us some bars. We'll say I don't think they will post to the bars. I don't think so.
Why they do me like this?
And also for our record, your assistant, she can always go in and post it. You can after the
Mhm.
show. You can go in and post your
Of
links in the
course.
comment sections so people be able to see them. And of course, we are live with Twitter. No, Twitter, Jesus. Live with life with LinkedIn, Twitch, YouTube, and of course Facebook. So I'm gonna put the
Y'all
spotlight
gotta
on you. You tell me when
y'all
you're
I'm
ready.
about to do my little 2021 summer joint. Um
Okay, your 2021 summer
my wife
joint.
was telling me to
Okay.
do this other joint. Um but I ain't gonna even lie to you. I Yeah, it's
Vices.
up. See? You see what you did? You see what you did?
Vices. Okay. Vices. I like the way Vices sound. I don't know what it's about, but I got an idea. I don't know if my idea right, but I got an
Let's
idea.
see. I said, I ain't drinking because I want to. I'm drinking because I have to. I ain't smoking because I want to. I to. Nigga, I ain't popping pills because I want to. I pop them because I have to. And those are vices, because this is what my life is. Yeah. Look, I'ma deal with this regardless, even if Eve never ate fruit from God's garden. My son turned gay. That's them hard shit to pardon. I just want him to cross over like a healthy James Harden. But on the real though, I just found a dildo under my daughter's pillow. She's 14 years old. Her role model, the nun, the parent, the son, but the parent's one who gets the job done and is done. Check. My son is my son. My daughter's my daughter. My biggest supporters. If I had a quarter for every time I was thought of outside of them, I'd probably be broken. Then the joke about the suicide jumper with bungee ropes attached to that. I'm here to back the track and trace the times I needed a hat to match my gear, my clothes. I wasn't cool, I wasn't fly, so I didn't have the hoes. Plus, all the ones I chose tried having me exposed. First, they didn't like me because I didn't have a license. Then she wouldn't I didn't have a car. Then she wouldn't touch me because I didn't have a rubber fucked up and fall. Had 2 kids and here we are. And both of them be struggling. Both of them be struggling. Damn. I mean, all of us be struggling. Because now we don't know where their mother went. Pass me that liquor. I ain't drinking because I want to. I'm drinking because I have to. I ain't drinking because I want to. Shit. And I'm smoking because I have to. Nigga, I ain't popping pills because I want to. I pop them because I have to. And those my vices, because this is what my life is.
Okay, King Dub. Y'all give it a King Dub. King Dub. Okay.
I
Live.
appreciate y'all, man. I was that's a
Live.
very, very old song. That song is over 12 years old.
Okay. I just
You
got
know
a
what I'm
message say
saying?
real shit. Real shit. Okay.
Now, can I give y'all what I want to give y'all before we conclude?
Okay. Okay. Give us what you. Yes. Go ahead. Give us so we
What
can.
I'm doing for next summer. So y'all get y'all clip now. Y'all get y'all summer ready bodies and outfits and all that ready, because this is the summer joint for 2021. I guarantee you that. I
Okay.
said flex. I've been in the gym lately, boy. I'm about to flex. A couple records later, and I got these niggas stressed. They huffing and they puffing like it's something on their chest. Well, y'all must have forgot, but you ain't know that I was him. I'm that guy. You ain't know that I was him. Bitch, I'm that guy. You ain't know that I was him. I'm a shark in the water. Can you swim? I'm that guy, but you ain't know that this that poetry and pussy. Niggas know I'm about to fucking snap. Shorty
Oh
told me keep it low. I told her I'm done with that. Odell Beckham Jr., I'm the catch and I'ma run with that. You niggas is behind. It's only right that you're awarded that. You niggas superheroes, well, you better bring your sword with that. Cross me if you want to, but you better bring the Lord with that. You say you got your folks with you. That is folklore. In fact, I have your niggas. So order that you hear your bones pop, that cereal. Take it any further, we scratch that cereal. Sick yourself to you pussies, STIs and venereals. Get the bus and you're ties and mob dinners. We Western Union, our threats, nigga. We all sinners. Paul Gasol, Shaq, Diesel, David Rod. We all sinners. Cut you short. Careers is on the line. That's call center. Spring, summer, fall day. Get hog tied all winter. Talk, get snuck up on. That chloroform in you. Lord Biden citizens. We slice dice the form in you. Tiger Woods 9-9. Might as well put 4 in you. I've been on the run like Junetao. Stepping with a fofo. It's Namo in the room now. This the king seat here. So bitch nigga move down. Get crunk with Islama. Write the steps to my groove down. My Air Max 95. Think Power Rangers 95 movie. It'll be an IV and you ooze out. Ooh, I bet you lose now. Even if I show my hand, somebody tell my Uncle T I love him, and you know this, man. You was here. Let me know the man. Eddie Murphy golden hands. I go behind. I'm with these golden hands. So close, like my phone on the flow. Bet my home and every fucking chromosome on the flow. It's like watching Last Dragon 3 times in a row. In the end, you know I glowed in. I'm a motherfucking flex. That's what I do.
Flex. Okay. Life with Brandon fans. Y'all give it up for King Dub. Woo!
I appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Courtney Prescott, better known as King Dub.
I appreciate you, B, for real, man.
Goodness.
For real.
He has turned the show out, y'all. He has turned the show out.
I appreciate
Going
you, man.
out with a bang. King Dub, where can they find you? Where can they find you?
They can find me on YouTube right now. Song Safe that you make. I'm dropping that the next Friday. Cover art and the sample track gonna come out. It'll be on Spotify, iTunes, all of that.
All right.
And that's KYNGDUB.
Spell it one more time for the people in the back. Just one more time for the people in the back.
It's KYNGDUB. And King is an acronym for killing you niggas gracefully.
See, fuck with it. Acronym for killing you niggas gracefully. All right. I'm gonna call fuck with me. I'm calling the King, goddamn it.
Yeah. Trying to tell you. They don't know I'm from the Leaf Village, fam. Trying to tell you.
This has been Life with Brandon. This has been an amazing episode.
I appreciate you, brother.
A family affair. Oh my God, it's King Dub came in to share this story. How breast cancer has led a not so happy path with his family, but he's dealing with it. He shared the emotions behind it, how he processed, how he get through it, and gave a great word of advice for caregivers and people that could be going through the same situation or something similar. Listen, we need to give it up, y'all. We need to give it up for King Dub. Let's give it up with ATL's #1 broadcast network, ART, y'all. That's how we live on all these mainstream ART, y'all. Atlanta Radio Theater. They keep us up and running, y'all, every week on these multiple live stream platforms. So we want to give it up for them. You all remember to like, subscribe, love, live,
absolutely.
Life. Oh my goodness, when I tell you all now, I'm gonna tell you now. I know some people were ready to see this on YouTube right away. YouTube and LinkedIn is gonna gotta re-upload now, and then it'll be available at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, we were live. So that's the live link y'all see. So just give it a little while for it. Enjoy the show. Thank you. Life with Brandon Fast. Thank you.
Hey, please,
oh my goodness.
Right quick.
Yes, I tell. Yeah. Next Wednesday, and we got the water glass. We got the water.
Hey, I'm about to finish off my bottle right quick. Man, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, wait, we got to do the air toast. You slipping. Air toast. Air toast. Boom.
God damn.
Woo. Yes.
We out here now.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. All right, fans, you all have a great week. See you all next Wednesday. This has been Life with Brandon. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. Appreciate all your time.
Yeah.